My name's Tony Bishop-Weston. I'm an award-winning vegan chef. I'm author of Tiny Cookbook, the legendary Tiny Cookbook, Vegan, and the Complete Book of Vegan Cooking, to name but a few. I'm here today in the Vegusto kitchen to talk about the very famous, well now famous, Vegusto vegan cheeses, dairy-free cheeses, which have actually recently won an award. We had commended award in the Free From Awards for the No-Moo cheese sauce, and we had highly commended for the Vegusto No-Moo Melty cheese. So you cut it up and it melts, really nice to put on pizza and put under the grill. And then the No-Moo Mildly Aromatic not only won the dairy-free category of the Free From Awards, but it also won the overall. It was the overall winner of the whole Free From Awards, which is absolutely fantastic. So give them a big round of applause. Big round of applause, everyone. Hooray! Thank you very much. And yes, this award, this was the award, the actual award that they won. So yeah, congratulations. So we're just going to go through all the different cheeses today, and I'm going to try and describe them to you in plain Tony Bishop-Weston language to try and give you an idea what the differences are between the cheeses. I'm actually very well highly qualified to do this because when I was growing up, I was in charge of the cheese counter in our delicatessen in London, and people used to come from all over the world to try our cheeses, so I was the cheese boy. So believe me, this is like, it's like going to heaven here, tasting all these new different cheeses as a vegan for the last long time. So right, we're going to start with the No-Moo Piquant. Now this really is my favourite, and it's not really smoky. It's like if you've ever had a very good French or Swiss Gruyere, it's got that kind of firm texture, so firmer than Edam or something like that, not as fatty as cheddar. I mean, all of these cheeses, not only are they 100% plant-based, they're also free of soya, which is quite unusual for a vegan dairy-free cheese. They're obviously gluten-free, and the secret, one of the secrets in there, is the fact that it's made with nut butter. Now that kind of gives it an extra dimension that you don't normally find in vegan cheeses. I think that sort of makes it really. From a health point of view, they've got less than half the fat of a normal cheese. So just that alone is a really good idea. If you like the taste of one of them, it's a good idea to have this cheese rather than ordinary cheese. Your typical sort of cheddar cheese that most people eat, something like 70% fat, so it's way less than half of the fat of that. So let's try the next one. So that was the Piquant. This is the one that won the award, the overall award of the Free From Awards. So this is mildly aromatic. That's really delicious. So that's more, it's still sort of like a Gruyere kind of texture, a little bit more sort of cheddary on the tongue. Not quite as strong as the Piquant, but quite creamy as well. I would say the Piquant really good one for cheese sauces and things like that because it's quite strong. So if you're making a pie or something where you need a lot of flavour, then the Piquant. That just on a biscuit or in a sandwich, just as a plain cheese with a fair bit of flavour, that one. Then we've got the one with the walnuts, which is good because walnuts got omega-3 in, so it's giving you a little bit of extra omega-3. I mean, you've got quite good fats in the cheese anyway. But have all walnuts in there as well. That's quite, the basic cheese is quite creamy, still sort of cheddary texture. So that'd be good enough. I think that'd be good. That'd be really good with pickle actually. So we've got the one with herbs. No-Moo with herbs. There's garlic and there's another herb in there. It tastes like wild mountain. You get a feeling of mountainy herbs on there. Still, the background is still quite of a mild cheese, very, very herby. A little sort of a hint of very sort of mild garlic as well. So this is the No-Moo Classic. So it's the one that they started with. Now that's really interesting because that tastes like a blue cheese. So it's a little bit stronger. It's not as strong as the Piquant, but it's still got quite a strong blue cheesy flavour, but sort of like hard blue cheese, not a soft sort of creamy French blue cheese, but like a hard blue cheese. So I think that would be really good with something like cranberry sauce or red currant jelly. So now we're moving on to the golden cheese, the No-Moo Golden. Now see, that's different again. It's not crumbly, but it tastes more crumbly. So that's got the flavour of a traditional English kind of Cheshire cheese. Like those English cheeses that are red, like Cheshire, Red Leicester. It's verging on Wensleydale, actually. I think they would go with, you know, like the traditional English cheeses like that. They have them with apple pie and things like that. I think that would go really well with apple crumble and things like that. That's one of those. The melting cheese, I think to eat it cold, it doesn't really do it justice, but that's a completely different texture. Because obviously it's made different so that it melts on toast when you put it under the grill, toasted sandwiches. But very, 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 very creamy. It's almost like, it's a bit like Dairyly, but without all of that sort of nasty stuff in it. You know, so like got that creaminess of a sort of Laughing Cow or French Port-Salut, Saint-Pelin, those sort of French creamy cheeses. It's not mild as some of them as well. It's got quite a nice flavour. It's not as strong as say these two. So yeah, I mean, if you got kids that like Dairyly, they probably like that. These ones, I think you really need to cook these. These are like it's like a little snack cheese, and the idea is that you heat them up and you just quickly fry them, and then have them in cheese, or else put them in paninis. Yeah, it's quite like an Italian hard cheese. So not quite as strong as Parmesan, but you know, like some of those along the lines of that Parmesan type cheese, but a younger, so not quite as hard and dry. So yeah, really delicious. So no wonder really that they won awards for those. They're really fantastic. It's just a complete sort of step beyond most of the things we've been used to for the last few years. Maybe the secret is that it's made with filtered and energised water. I'm not really sure. But apparently they're made with lots of love, and I think that shines through. So anyway, if you are leading a dairy-free, or you're lactose intolerant, or you're vegan, or you're just something a bit healthier than your usual high-fat, unhealthy, cholesterol, heart-challenging food, then these are the ones you need to look at, I think. I can recommend them all. I'm sure you'll find one that you love. I've been Tony Bishop-Weston in the Vegusto kitchen, talking to you about fantastic vegan cheeses. Thank you very much for watching.